Put this to 9. And we'll thin our Brocklon Sentinels out. Village Tretmareth will kind of just blow these all up for the round. Help our round out quite a bit. Let's do our thinning here. So I'll blow up. Today we're going to be playing Dragons, as you can probably see here by the name of our deck. We're playing Precision Strike Dragons. Had several requests to play this, specifically the best dragon deck, which is Precision Strike here. Also some requests for specifically Renfrey Precision Strike, so we're going to end up playing that, answering both requests in the same video. Overall for this deck, the idea here is we're going to be playing Renfrey. She synergizes incredibly well with Precision Strike just because of the Brocklon Sentinels. The Precision Strike last one summons these guys out of your deck if you get that Death Blow. And then you want to do that early because it thins your deck by 2, but then you've used up your leader. Renfrey answers that problem. You slam your leader early, get that thinning, and then play Renfrey, replace it, and you're all good. The rest of the deck, we have the Dragon package. We have 5 dragons, so they're going to have Lineage 5. And we're just going to see how good Synthesis Blaze is. I'm not sold on her most of the time, but we're going to try her out in this deck specifically because we do have a lot of control, a lot of damage to kill things off, and see with the Lineage if she's like a big enough finisher to really be pretty good. As for the rest of the deck, we have some control. We've got the Ike, we've got Morin for a lock, we've got a lot of thinning with the 2 gangs here. We have the 2 volunteers, some dwarves, we have the sentinels, and we have the... Actually, I think that's about all the thinning. I've got some good thinning there, but the fact to get too early off of the leader is really nice. As for the rest of the deck, we have some damage. You can see the damage with the dwarves. We have the volunteers set up that way, a couple archers, some payoffs. And overall, that's going to be the deck. We want to do a bunch of damage, kill stuff, use Renfrey early, and then take them out. Really do put on that pressure early with the Precision Strike. Speaking of Strike, though, this video is sponsored by Marvel Strike Force. Marvel Strike Force is a dynamic squad-based RPG that brings the Marvel Universe to life, where players can assemble powerful teams of Marvel heroes and villains to battle iconic enemies in epic combat with endless team combinations and strategic gameplay. Use my link in the description or scan my QR code to get free characters such as Agatha Harkness. New heroes and villains are constantly being added to the game to give new options for teams, like the recently released Blade. Each one has unique strengths to fit alongside your other characters and build powerful teams. Gather as many heroes and villains as you can to have options for different teams. Once you have your favorite characters, train them and power them up with gear to make them even stronger. Analyze unique abilities and synergies, then carefully select the ones that work best together, and build the ideal squad to take down your foes in several different game modes. Strategize and develop your roster to beat campaigns, daily challenges, and battle other players in the arena, blitz, or join your friends in alliance and work together to defeat the opponent's helicarrier while protecting your own. But there is even more. To celebrate the spooky season, players can redeem the promo code Halloween to get their free 100 charge for Zombie Iron Man, 600k gold, and 480 level 2 training modules. Don't forget to use my link or scan my QR code to download the game. Alright guys, now let's get into some games here with this deck. Kamreem, Eid, or EID, however you say that, some vampires. Now we should match up pretty well here. We have a lot of control to remove flighters and such. He's almost certainly playing his own Renfrey, so we want to have that Ike last say. Though Ike last say, you don't have the Zeal on it, so it's a little bit rough on that one, but you should go pretty tall for Villain Tretmareth overall. I think we have a pretty good matchup here. Do have some nice early damage. This is pretty good. The only thing here is, I'm not sure we want 2 archers. They do damage, which is nice. But we do want to find our other dragon, so I think we'll put one back. This Precision Strike really does put on a lot of pressure to these engine decks, so he has to respect this round one. If he's playing a more, like, operator approach with multiple flutters, we do have to watch out, because Flutter does go to 7 right away, which is a bit dangerous. We have the Ike early, then we can go Villain Tretmareth at the end of a round. I'll probably get hit by Geralt, but Mirka to Brake is another great one to open with. If we can open like round 2 with that, get that damage set up. I did try playing a couple non-Renfrey versions of dragons, but they're just so inferior I couldn't really justify it. The benefit you get from not Renfrey, the cards you have for options for Precision Strike, are really taken up by the dragon slots anyway, so you're kind of left with just wanting her. Yeah, there is that early Flutter. We have 2 options for this. We could do 2 leader charges, put down to 5, then hit it with this. That put down to 2, hit it with this next turn, and kill it with an archer. That's a bit of complex setup. That being said, if it works, we save a lot. He's probably going to neck her out, so let's go to 9, we do 6. That would kill it. Let's go for this approach. A little greedy. If he goes neck her out, this will be good, though. If he goes leader charge, I mean, we can always kill it with Ike if we need to. Cave Troll. That presents a lot of issues. So this is going to be the Witch's Sabbath deck. Unseen Elder is also a 7. So we could apply some pressure with Villain Trachtenmerth. That would stop him from playing both. And then this would come back off of Witch's Sabbath, which is really good. So I think this forces him to answer it. I think he has to answer this. It's a little bit of a shame we don't have our Peller right now. We do want to play our Volunteers as well. So that's a 7. He's going to get this above our range, which is, we knew that's going to happen. But we can now kill this. Let's get our Thinning. At least removing the Flutter does a bit for us here. And like I said, this comes back off of the Witch's Sabbath, which is what we're really setting up at the moment. So it is non-devotion here. You can see the Unseen Elder not doing his thing, obviously because of Operator. Can thin out with Renfri's Gang still. If we get the waylay damage off of this, that'd be 3. 3 into this is 6. This would take 8. We could get through it. Right now we're going to kill this for him, though, which is a bit of a shame. We're not going to win this. I debated bringing back the Gunsaski Commander to bring her back, but she's a deploy effect. The thing is, he has to fear the Villain Trachtenmerth. But these decks tend to run like a Squirrel or Xavier to mess with the graveyard. I don't want to redraw into our thinning cards. I think we keep this. Three Unseen Elders coming through. They're non-devotion Unseen Elders, though, so it could be worse. And the thing is, he's going to bring back a Villain Trachtenmerth, so that has to be banished from our graveyard. Like, if he doesn't banish that from our graveyard, he's going to get destroyed. Or he's just going to bring it back and lock it. Sad we don't have a Peller still. He's pretty much guaranteed the Cave Troll. He's guaranteed, like, the Cave Troll in 2 of these. Which means we'd want to do control early. Because otherwise we won't get value. We don't want to give him like a 1 power on that and then he just brings back with Witch's Sabbath and we can't kill it. Does lower our reach on our leader though. We do a 3 setup now. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 reach on our leader. With 3 on this, we could get through the Cave Troll. Goes for the pass. Now we have 2 options. We could play the Renfri's Gang to thin it. It's a tempo play later. It's worth thinning. If we don't thin it, it's risky with the Villain Trachtenmerth coming back. The rest of us, I think, will keep the redraw. This redraw is better than going down a card if we draw into a Sentinel. At least that's what I'm thinking. Would like to find Renfrey. This Peller is actually quite good. Well, like I said, we do have to find Renfrey. So my guess is just not going to happen. Oh, there she is. So we do basically get all our gold cards in the end. We did risk drawing a Sentinel there, but there's nothing we can do about that. So we know he's going to bring back a Cave Troll immediately. So the question is, how do we answer that? What do we want to set up first? Mrgita Brake has the damage charges. I think that makes the most sense. I think our weakest card here is probably going to be one of these two. I think I'd rather have the 3 damage reach on this. I think we might need it for some engine killing. Which is Sabbath coming through. Obviously, oh, he's going to squirrel the villain Trettenmere. That makes a lot of sense. We knew he'd have to answer that. But we can just keep setting up order damage here. Like, we can go either Saskia or Chariot. The Saskia I like a lot because it sets up a waylay. We have a ton of damage set up here. We are going to take a lot of bleeding though, so I think he's probably going to be happy with the situation. But with our Renfrey and leaders, we can probably take out at least one of these Unseen Elders. There's the Cave Troll and double Unseen Elder. Do have the Peller here to get rid of the Defender. Got the Waylay. Could be greedy on saving for the Archer to hit 2 1s, but I don't think that's smart. We can lock or Ike that Flutter, which I think will be fine. I think we're looking pretty good. The only thing we have to be wary of is we do need that Death Blow. The thing with Akvist... I mean, I think we just do this. This is the safe place. We just use this without the Death Blow. Let's remove the Unseen Elder. We can kill one Flutter easily. We can lock the other one if he plays it. Take this out early. And maybe we can decide if we need to lock the Necra, or if he revives the Flutter, we can then lock the Flutter. We have to keep in mind, we are limited on row space here. We currently have enough space for everything as long as we do this melee. But just barely. So I think locking the Necra is good. Looks like there's no Flutter. There might be. But I think we'll just do this here. We still have the Renfrey order. We do have to play Akvist fairly soon. An Oriana. That is very scary. Still time for this. We do Renfrey here. Do Renfrey like for the 8 power destroy. I mean, lowest provision. We actually can't do this. It'll row block us. Actually makes this the best. Game's really trying to convince me to play more Renfrey here. Just giving me the things we need. He could have played around that though with this last Blood Scent, which I don't know why he'd hold it, because it looks like he doesn't have another Flutter, so it doesn't make much sense. And now it's definitely the Akvist turn. We wanted Akvist and this melee, so we can get the effects. Obviously there's a chance he kills off a unit, and we could have gone with the lowest for Renfrey. Play the guy of our deck, but I don't think it's worth it.
Be not afraid. This'll only hurt.
We get that 1 damage to everything here. We should win this pretty easily. The only thing is if he has Morwood and there's a Verena. We don't care about Verena. I don't think he can fit the Morwood in the Regis. It just has to be Regis. Just an Endrega Warrior even. Very easy win there. Carapace. Either Ogoroids or some shenanigans. Ogoroids are a really bad matchup because they're just heavy point slam. And as we all know, Control does not like point slam. But we'll find out what it is soon enough. Villain Tretmarth is pretty good against that, though. Alright, so some stupid shenanigans. We can already tell by Urn of Shadows and Carapace. Is it triple Tugo? Alright, well, once again, we just don't have the... We just don't have our Peller. So way to burn through this. I guess we could try going for this. It's probably just Tugo, the Carapace. This time, I don't think there's much we can do. The only thing really going for us, if he is doing all this Tugo stuff, is Villain Tretmarth could potentially blow it all up. That's the only thing we really have going for us. And I think we do want to play the Villain Tretmarth early to give it time for the... time to go off, then be revived. Trying to think here. If we go Ike through this next term, I guess boosted to 9. Will he have the second Tugo yet? I'll have the second and third already. We threaten with this. This should pose some issues. The combo takes a ton of provisions, so he can't run much control. Don't have a lock either. Should be perfect. Villain Tretmarth's going to kill this for him now. It's not great. Question here is, do we try and kill this Tugo? Leader is 5 damage, this is 3. hold our order right now. Okay, it doesn't matter. He's running a Baya as well. No might, though. Thing is here, we can't kill a King Trum either. Our best shot here is if we can hit this down to 9. We hit it down close. So we'll just do this with the leader here. Hit this to 9. And we'll thin our Brocklon Sentinels out. Village Tretmareth will kind of just blow these all up for the round. Help our round out quite a bit. Let's do our thinning here. So I'll blow up. Gets 1 Tugo. Problem here is going to be the King Trum. Because we can't kill it and we don't have our Peller. If he plays it, it's going to stick. And here he comes. Don't know what else it would be. Like, I don't know if they play it in this, because this is a ton of provisions. Like, Cave Troll, this. Like, I don't think they can fit it, but you never know. It's always a super scary card. I guess we're out. Okay, we're good. He doesn't have it. So this into this is what he's looking at. We got Murgata Brake and Akvist. We could either try and go for drone kills on this, or we can go for damage on Tugo to get out of might range. I like the might range better, just because he's going to boost at the end of his turn. Okay. That's one way to get more rats. Kind of interesting, actually. I never thought of that. He loses the vitality just in favor of boosting this guy up. That's interesting. I think we do this. Ah, he steals the might. That's a shame. We're still up, though. It's not the worst thing ever. What we should do here is ping one of these to 1. Ping 1 to 2. The ones that go to 1 will die to Akvist. So if they go to 2, they'll have, like... Yes, we do this. So we can kill 2. I guess we can't really stop this. Do we have to play you? Yeah, it's worth this round. We're using a lot of golds here. Like, these will come back off of the... Oh, not that one. These will come back off of Witch's Sabbath, which is not too bad. There's some replay value. And he doesn't have his might anymore. Now he does. Still have tempo and run for his gang, and this will potentially ping guys.
Fighting spirit, what needs ye to flee this world ever free?
You just hit this.
Time to die. I'll do so sword in hand. Dance with my death.
Do have good tempo on this still. I don't think he can go much further. Because Tugo goes off first. Tugo should be ranged. You should do Tugo ranged and this melee, because he consumes melee first, then you go to the might, and it just would go off. So you should do this melee and this ranged. I'm not sure why he did it in the wrong rows, but you never know. Now obviously with one of these at 1, and the rest at 2, he's not getting all that Tugo boost. He can fix that, I guess. No might, though. Now he's got the might, because he ate the big guy. I still think we're fine, though. Let's just pull this out. We should just win, I think. If we can force the Witch's Sabbath round 2, I think we'll be fine. This is probably the last card in his hand. Well, that's not true. It could be anything, because we are up a lot of tempo. Alright, Oxenford Scholar is actually an interesting card here, because if he's going to Witch's Sabbath, we're going to kill it with Villain Trettenmerth. So I think we actually don't want it. Let's see what we get.
Yeah, it's Batiste. Go ahead, feel it.
I think that's what we want. Take the pass one. Whenever it's round 2, I like the pass one. These guys are 7. This is safer.
We will be together.
He is really trying to save that Witch's Sabbath. I don't mind playing this, I think. We've already used the Ike, so it doesn't really have much benefit. Now we can eat 2 rats with this, which is why we wanted to hold it. Kill 2 rats.
Time for you to die, Dwan.
Question here is on the leader. I think he's obviously forced to play this, and we go up enough with the 4 passive that he can't just like heat wave his way out of this. Well, I mean he can, but this should have to be like something like that. With all the points in the combo here, I'm not sure you can run control at all. This should just have to be the Witch's Sabbath. Yep, there it is. I should get him the round though. Oh wait, he doesn't have might. He summed it to a row with only 2 spaces. What are you doing? Why is every monster's player like this? At least the ones playing these janky decks. Mark... Oh, Mark... Is this supposed to be Marquis? Or was it spelled a weird way? I don't know. We're playing Imprisonment. Potentially a fellow Renfreer. Don't say that very often, because we very rarely play this. Only when you guys request it. I think I did say at some point we'd do Renfree Hyperthin. I don't know if we ever did. I don't think we ever did that. Well, if anyone requests Renfree Hyperthin, we might actually end up doing it this month. We'll see. So here we're looking at 2 Sentinels. Not too bad here. Cultists. Cultists, we should actually have enough control to deal with, even if we can't heatwave this scenario. I think. This shouldn't be too bad. Obviously, it's not ideal. If you have heatwave for scenario, you're always better. But we do have a Pellar for the defender, so we can get through it and kill his engines off this round. Maybe deny the stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if he just imprisonments this. It's so important to get the early setup here. Hello, kittens. Cats are attempting to move my mic. Hopefully it's still in the same spot. I'll remember to put a picture in this time. I know last time I mentioned the cats interfering, I got some comments about not putting pictures in, so we'll put pictures in. But they're trying to move my microphone boom right now. Really helpful.
We enact the will of the cosmos.
We have 3 damage here. It feels like overkill to hit this with another one of these. It probably isn't, though. We could also do Mergita Braque into this. Gives us further setup. But we need control for later rounds, too. Let's do this and do this. I like this better. We do want to use that leader this round, I think. Just for the thinning, but we can keep it here because there's a good chance he'll just pass on like 7 after playing 3 deacons. This might have been for deacon, honestly. So we don't have the best setup here for it, but I really wanted to thin. There's the deacon.
Set the stage.
This is the last one. Other than the one from the scenario.
They can hide, but there is no escape.
If we do the 3 damage, we can't death blow with this. We have to watch out for that. Then we'll run free because we get the cooldown. We can use her twice. That would be pretty good. We want either the 6 damage or the destroy Renfree order. I really think he's debating passing. Because if you do that, round 2 you can push with the scenario. Or if you play a scenario here, round 2 if your stuff starts dying, you're in a little bit of trouble. The best thing I think we can do is open Mergita Braque to set up the damage. We do want to keep Peller. We want our control stuff. We open with this. I think here we want the Akvist. The chariots don't actually do much. The Akvist is nice because it does damage. Like this first turn when he plays something, he probably imprisonments the Mergita Braque, but he can't open Deacon. So he's playing like an operator approach. We could be in for a little bit issues here, but we have some stuff. No imprisonment. That's weird to me.
Ever had your kneecap broken?
He might imprisonment it now, but he's gonna go for a Deacon. What's gonna do? Like guy into Deacon? We can still kill both. The thing is, he has no natural cultists in his deck. It's actually a pretty good card. Now he's going to imprison it. You should have done it before. The good thing here is this spawns on its row, so if we do this 3 damage, we know the Octfist will kill it. And then we'll get value on the next one he spawns here too. I guess it plays it. I thought it spawned it. If using the deck's not that great now, I think this is what we play. I debated unlocking the Gernichora with this, but I think we'd rather have this 3 damage here. Like, this is the other option here, then we unlock the Gernichora, but I think it's a little slow. The Pellar is like good, you can remove the infuses and stuff. Can either lock or do 3 damage. So Renfrey. Should do this, I think.
They'll pay for my stolen birthright.
Destroy in 6. I think I like the 6 here because it's overkill. Do 6 random too. Let's do the pass one. We still have more control here. Like, this is going to get pretty good value. But we can lock it if we don't have to lock another one of these guys.
A fine vintage it would have made.
Got a really nice archer. So he's played one of these. He's spawned one. There's a chance he has a second one in hand. I just don't think we can risk him actually having it, so we'll play this.
I never miss.
Our 10 value in. So we could lock this so it stops scaling. But if he goes in with another one of these guys, we're going to feel really bad about it. See, he Oneiromancied it. Now we have to lock it.
Manticore venom should do the trick.
We do want to gang here. We want to gang. Want to do this, want to do this. And probably try and get this. These aren't going to be great round 3 when we have Villain Tretmarth out. They could burn them. They probably won't, but... And to be real, Villain Tretmarth is getting locked.
My loyalty is to imperial coin, not to the face depicted thereon.
I hate nothing more than a creaky door.
Elven farm.
Not only does this have engine, if it pings his guy, he loses 3 points. So this is our play.
My duty? To stick my nose where it doesn't belong.
If he's playing all of his infused cards now, that's pretty good. So we're kind of happy with that.
A pleasure to be.
It's probably some kind of Geralt's. Oh, now you ping the armor. Thanks. Last turn would have been much better. He still does extra 4 points when we pass. That's something to remember. And if we're making him play all of his infused cultists, that's pretty good.
Must record. It's down.
I might even debate playing this.
Onward, onward, to be showered with imperial gold.
This does force his last card out. Is that worth it? If we get Ike, we'll have dragons. I think this Ike will be slow. We open Villain Tretton Marith. This can't be played then. I just think the shorter the round is, the better. Just make him play it. Nice, it was an operator. Glad to see that gone. So he should have no infused cultists left. He'd only have the natural cultist. So he has Master of Ceremonies, which is infused, and maybe a Dandelion. You don't want this. I think Ike's what we want, honestly. Maybe. Ike might not be usable. If he has Dandelion, it might be. No, because he can't have any bronzes. So it won't scale that fast. I think this is better than Ike. Worst case, here he goes Dandelion, Master Stone Ceremonies. Something. I think he still has a Blightmaker combo too, right? Got one Blightmaker, one Mage Assassin left. So it's probably in his hand too. Oh, so that's the Cultist. That's unfortunate. This gets locked. We play it this turn anyway. And hopefully we can get her order off. The Ike would have been really good now, which is sad. Worst case here is his card is a Vilgefortz or something. That's infused. But like I said, he can't have non-infused. He can't have an infused bronze. Yeah, it's the other Blightmaker. Okay, that's what I thought it was. So we should be good. Close one, considering. Just the 1-point win. Plus the Renfree passive. So it actually ends up being 5. But yeah, you could kind of deal with Cultists if you have a lot of control. Which you can see here. Alright, let's get in here. What are we playing? Alright, Fruits probably. This should be a more interesting matchup. We keep getting garbage games today. There's people playing all-in strategies, which Control's pretty good against. So tempo is going to be important here. We got this, we got this. Morin's kind of key because he's playing the Ethereal round 1. We want it. I do think I want to hold this on the chance it's the Morntart Harpies. Let's do this. We have a lot of thinning we want to do, so there's a lot of cards we could draw that make this round awkward. We have our most important card already. Renfree, and our second most important card, Gernichora. Well, that isn't interesting. It's going to be the Morntart Harpy deck then. Pretty sure. Because they want to spawn extra bonded things. Deck's pretty good. Okay, 4 Thrives. This Okvist is looking real good. Can't deny it. Okvist is such a good card though. I hate using him early. So it's Gernichora though. We could just be greedy and go with one of these. Let's just do one of these. Let him commit first. Might have been a mistake, but I don't want to just throw all of our damage out right away and just trade like Octus for a bronze. Okay. So this is probably a triple. Is this our just silly Witch's Sabbath deck with Gernichora? We really are just playing trash today, aren't we? I think we do this. Grab you. This gives us play and some options here, depending what the opponent does. We do have a dwarf out, so we don't need this for this. Put the scholar back, though. Just because it'll block the villain Triton Mirth damage. Interesting. So we need 10 damage to get through here. We don't have it. I think we do this. Do regret not killing these earlier now. And we just drop her and look for something that gets us out of this.
They'll pay for my stolen birthright.
Okay. Take the cooldown here. We're using her pretty early. Then we just kill this. Alright, Renfrew, you're trying really hard to convince me to play you more. You're trying so hard. She is trying, man. Yeah, okay, this is what I thought it would be. So we have the Arrakis Queen. I think we lock Arrakis Queen over locking this. We should have the tempo spot to push round control at least. Oh, this should just be a win, I think. We should just bleed round 2. He goes Witch's Sabbath. Go Villain Triton Mirth, guess he's control. He still has some play here, I guess. He still has some play. Would like the Ike. Should redraw for it. I don't think Skirmisher is amazing here, but targeted damage really is our only damage, isn't it? I don't think he's gonna have any damage, so I don't think this helps.
A pleasure to bleed you.
By the way, if you actually want to play Gernichora, this is not the way. I'll probably do a video on our fruits deck from last season. But just play like more standard fruits. He's going to banish here, so we only have bad stuff for the Witch's Sabbath. But you just play like more standard fruits and not this trash. We'll just set up this damage. I suspect this is a deck that plays Witch's Sabbath twice, but we'll see. If you can make them play their Oniromancy and their Alyssa round 2, they have a low chance of drawing into it. There's the Witch's Sabbath. Here's the thing, if he's playing Witch's Sabbath twice, he would have to play another card here and go down 2 cards round 3. We want this to cool down when he does it. Let's see what he does. The thing with his deck here is if he's playing the triple Gernichoras, they all go to the same power, and we have a Villain Trachtenmerth. If we get enough last say here, we can blow him up with it. This will be good for killing fruits off. Oh, we're good here. I think these are the cards we want. Let's see what he does. He still has to reshuffle it if he's playing it again. He still has to reshuffle this. So this is going to be Alyssa. Then he has Oneiromancy. But then we'll have this back.
Will be a mercy you do not deserve.
So we just want to set up some kind of damage here. The best damage setup we have is Saskia.
Let's hurry.
Aaron has shown us the way.
Okay, we get nothing good back here.
Boss doesn't like.
So we can kill one of those. This one will give him another one. So I think we lock this, because that's a bigger risk. Kill one of these. We lock the other one. Lock you, I said.
You should do the trick.
Ooh, big Sangreal. Hate to see it. Big Sangreal. This might tank for the Villain Trachtenmerth now, too. No, he has to consume it. He has to consume it still. Let me just set this one up. We're going to save this until he gets the fruits. This can kill two of the fruits off. Which will slow down the points a lot.
For the daisy of the valley!
You can just remove a bunch of the fruits. The points off of these get significantly diminished. Alright, Ocfus, please kill these two. Alright, that works. We killed two of them anyway. Still has good points coming in, though. Hopefully Villain Trachtenmerth can do something for us. It's two. Do this one this turn. We drop this into this into this. We should be able to do something with the Villain Trachtenmerth at least. I think he's going to outpoint us, though. Some Ocvis value. Like I said, he does only have the two fruits. If you can kill the fruits off, Gernichora is a lot less scary. So he's just giving up. Sure. Go ahead.
God's blessed.
Doesn't matter what we take here. I mean, what is it? It's like we only played these garbage decks today. Like, they're not garbage as in you can't win with them. I just consider them like stupid because there's not really much thought into them or anything. You just play the combo how you're supposed to, and if it works, it works. Not very interesting gameplay. So that's the Renfrey Precision Strike deck for you guys. This is the best spot for dragons. We said we want to play a dragon deck. That's how you do it. You can kind of see Renfrey synergizes so well with the Precision Strike leader, and you can do so much damage. We were able to control, even without Heatwave, all these silly combo decks. If we had a Squirrel, it would have been a lot better. Squirrel's a consideration over like Scholar or the Bowman. I think they both make sense. We have some pretty good villain treatments today, actually. That was kind of fun. So, hope you guys enjoyed this one. The thing with this deck is there's not much deck building to it. Like, I enjoy the deck building part of things. But I mean, what do? You have Renfrey, you put the dragons in. You put in Ike. Put in Gang, put in Sentinel, put in Volunteers, and Dwarfs to trigger. There's like 6 or 7 deck slots to choose between for cards. There's a very minimal deck building. Basically, all these decks look exactly the same because you have to play the basic same packages. So that's a little unfortunate, but as far as control decks go, it's not the least fun control deck. I put that with Raids. Raids are just... I mean, when Highland Warlord first came out, I made a Raid deck that very same day about how to use it. I had no idea that would become like the best way to play Skellige and be very boring, but this has a lot of point slam in the cards with it. Like you can see you've got point slam with Gang, you've got the tempo off of Sentinel, that kind of stuff. So I think it has some merits to it where it's got some point slam. It's not just pure control. And the dragons are a lot of fun. The dragons really save the deck for me. For not being... Obviously, everyone knows at this point I don't really like Renfrey. I think she's really boring. But I think the dragons are fun. So the dragons like make this not too bad. I do enjoy this a little bit. I wouldn't play this very often, but I do enjoy playing the dragons. And I've made a lot of dragon decks. This is really the only one I consider like pretty good. But I hope you guys had fun with this one. I had some fun with it, even if there's not too much we can do with deck building wise. And I mean, there's not that much that's as satisfying as Village of Tretmarth blowing up the board. So can't say much bad about that. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one. That'll be it for this one, guys. Hope you enjoyed. We'll see you next time. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more. And you can check out some more videos over here. And thanks for watching.